Hey guys, my name is Mike Jemrich and this is a new show which is called Kelowna Today. So, if you don't know about Kelowna, this show is gonna teach you a lot about like how we live, what's are in Kelowna, what opportunities, jobs, real estates, all everything. And I have a good friend with me today that knows a lot about real estate and the lifestyle because she lived here 36 years in Kelowna. This house where we are now, they live here 15 years. I only came about a year ago, and I just really enjoy this time with them. And we have another show called Exploring Kelowna, but this is a new show, so it's just gonna have more details about our show. So let them to show you what she's thinks about Kelowna, and we will show you on daytime some different stuff, places. Tell us about the lifestyle of Kelowna, like how people manage their lives in here, and how they can get the best jobs. Like, is there any opportunities to get jobs here, or is it has to wait too long? Things like that.
Well, I think it's always been difficult to get employment in Kelowna.
Because?
Because we primarily are agricultural or hospitality town. So
it means that it's...
because we have a lot of retired people here, there is money, but you have to have the goods and services that those people want if you want to make the money.
I see. So basically, what I like to know is what are the wages, like how much is a regular person gets here?
Well, minimum wage is $10.26 an hour. If you're a lawyer, you get about $250 an hour.
Wow, it's impressive. Yeah, I saw like there are lots of rich houses down there, like beautiful landscaped ones, and just huge water, like pools and stuff. It's just insane. When I just go by, I just say, oh my goodness, these people must be rather lawyers, rather doctors, or rather dentists, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the...
Yeah, it's a retirement community for Canada, basically.
Yeah. And what about like others? Like, is there people that are suffering or to get a job and they get like on streets?
Oh yeah,
things
there's
like
lots
that.
of people that live on the
So
street
it's
here.
like in Hungary as well, because
we have lots of people that come from Quebec to work in the orchards, or people who come just for the summer months.
Yeah. Yeah, because I saw so many people on downtown pushing shopping carts, and then I asked them like, why do they do that? And then they said, this is how I earn some money so I can get some food. And then it just brings tears to my ears, seriously, because it's just really sad to see this beautiful land that it's some people are doesn't get a job here because maybe they're not educated enough, or they don't have the highest levels, or
it's like Jesus said, you will always have the poor. No government can actually resolve poverty. There's different reasons that people end up on the street. Like, we don't have homes anymore for the mentally ill. So if people are mentally ill and they can't hold a job, they probably end up on the street.
And there was some places, like I saw 15-year-old girl. I don't think that they have parents, or maybe she left them, but she was sleeping in front of a door where there was just a little roof, covered on top, and then that was just really, really sad to see. I just said, oh, that just terrible.
But some of them live in bad situations, and so life on the street is better than what they were living in. So.
And mostly they become criminals, like they still use drugs and stuff like that. It's not really good because it just makes for the city, like for people, gives a danger.
Oh yeah.
Like it's the same in my country because I'm from Hungary. I've been here 6 years and I've seen really bad things. Like they steal from the ladies, stab people, and
Her
stuff
feet are
like that.
ticklish. You gotta hold her foot.
Oh, sorry. So, Joyce actually, we are between a dog grooming as well because she makes a lot of stuff, like she's crocheting, beautiful
Okay. Okay, she
cloth
says, would you quit it?
and stuff.
Just quit it. Quit with that. Okay.
Yeah, the dog doesn't like the grooming. Anyways, so let's get back to what we were talking about.
I'm really hot.
Oh. Okay, I'll get higher. So, how many people do you think are affected on streets?
I don't know how they would count that.
Like just approximately, like
I don't know. How would they count it? Like, you'd have to go to, Statistics Canada to figure that out. But it's a problem everywhere in the world.
like as so far as I know, there is like 106,000 people in population. So I would say maybe 5%. I would say that it's
Yeah, I don't
like that. I'm not possibility sure, but I think that's basically. But let's get back to like the people that are working. What are the job opportunities here? Like, what does people do for work? Landscape, lots of landscape, or do they do like
There's
restaurant jobs?
construction,
Yeah.
moving, trucking.
Yeah.
We have logging,
Right.
hotels.
Oh yeah, people run hotels. I saw that. And we have also like renovation jobs,
Restaurants.
restaurants, and what else?
Retail shops. Orchard Park is the largest shopping center.
In Kelowna.
No, in the Okanagan.
Seriously? Wow. Yeah, Joy made a short video clip there about Big White Resort,
Yeah.
and that's what we have in our commercial sometimes. That there's a big guy clothed in a moose costume, and then just dancing and waving his hands, just really funny. But when she was in, there's like, I would say that place is about 10 acre.
The Orchard Park?
Yeah.
I never thought about it.
It's huge because even if a person goes in and just walks, like it takes so long just to get to one corner. It's like a supermarket, but it's like 3 times as a supermarket. Talk about supermarkets. How much are people pay, like when they go to shop, like in a regular basis? 100,
Oh,
200?
I know we paid 175 today. We just went to a Mediterranean market. We bought olive oil,
Wow.
kubasa, Polish sausage, cheese, and I think that's all we bought.
So like you guys see that she's just trying to explain that if you go to a store in here in Kelowna, you pay your ass off, seriously. Like it's just so frustrating. You go in, you barely buy anything, and then you leave with a lot of money there.
So is there people have any opportunities to get like full-time jobs in Kelowna, or is it mostly just partly time? Like,
Well, I think full-time is hard to get anywhere. I know
Mm-hmm.
where I'm working right now, the only reason I have a job is because I was willing to accept part-time,
I see.
and they don't have to pay you benefits when you are hired part-time, so,
I see.
you know, that's very common. We call it the sunshine tax for living in a nice place like Kelowna.
I see.
I think your belly's ticklish too. I think she's ticklish. I think she's a ticklish dog.
Yeah,
You think?
I'm sure. So basically, so far in Kelowna, we got to know that it's really, really hard to get a full-time job.
Yeah.
But not just here, like other places, because people need to support themselves. Like there are, especially like paying like mortgages. How much people pay in Kelowna about to get like mortgage, get
Yeah.
to
My house is worth
Rents.
530,000. My mortgage payment is 2,500 a month.
I see. But I'm just asking like how much people pays like for rent.
Well, I think you pay about $1,000 for a one-bedroom apartment.
So $1,000, and if people make like you say $10 an hour.
25. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't live on that. You have to have 2 jobs at least.
Yeah. But that's really hard to get in Kelowna because, like, as far as I know, like people are just always standing like behind that they wanna work as well, and then they just choose the best, or even they just, I don't know. Can you talk about that?
About working?
Yeah,
Or
like
getting a job?
Yeah, like what do they choose people?
How do they choose someone to work for them?
Yes, how they choose. Yes.
Well, for one thing, they ask for a resume. My brother put out hundreds of resumes. But then a lot of companies hire from people they know from within. So, you know, you can, for one position, if there's 100 resumes, what's the chances that you're going to get that job? It's very difficult.
Yeah.
The job I got is because I went and talked to them in person. I presented my resume and said I was applying for a particular position. And that's pretty well the way I've always gotten a job, always.
I see. So basically, if you wanna
Know
get
someone.
2 jobs, you need to get recommended
Yeah,
from one to another.
yeah,
So that's the only way
pretty well.
most of the time
Yeah.
that you can get.
Well, it's good to be friendly because I've got another job coming up and I just got talking to them about clothing.
Yeah.
Mr. Big and Tall.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is that people need to have good skills for other jobs. Not just like if like somebody is just wanna be a chef, well, it's need to know like how to do other stuff, like let's see if it's not skilled like for office secretary jobs or things like that, or like if it's a male then it's for construction work. Basically a person needs to know a lot more if it wanna get a job in Kelowna. So thank you so much. This was Joy Carbs from Kelowna, BC, and we'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. in our new show. Take care, guys. Bye.